Welcome to today's intention. Today we're going to talk about how we make the best player that we can train. See those two words? They are the most important words that you need. That is the pain and the resistance. I get a research about how Spartacus train or build a warrior, and those words are present. They spent 12 years to release a warrior from 7 years, starting from 7 years, and in the level that this kid has in the Spartacus, they have to deal with the pain and with the resistance. Naturally, when they grow up, they have to hold more pain, more resistance. So this is the way that they make a warrior. And the title of this video I'm going to call, you have to train like a warrior to play like an artist. So to create, you have to build, you have to be the expert on the pain, holding the pain, and expert and holding the resistance. I put 4 situations for training that you can train in the core to build pain and to build resistance. And then it's possible to make the game. The first thing is practice situation where the opening is the leading position. When we practice that match and we start in a worse position, then you can train resistance and pain. Why pain? Because everyone that is losing has to hold the pain. And when they hold the pain, they practice the resistance, and then it's possible to turn around the situation. The problem is when the player arrives to this position, they don't know how to hold the pain, they don't know how to resist, and they leave the game. The second is point with accumulated fatigue. When we are tired, normally our focus goes out. When we go out when your attention is not in the right way, then you leave the play. That's why we have to practice this point with fatigue. Why? Because when you practice this, then again you are practicing resistance. You are practicing resistance in the target, in the attention, with fatigue. So it means that we have to work the focus with fatigue. They give you resistance. The third, exercises in which mistakes are not avoided, but we are incorporated. Normally, the coach says to you that you have to do things to avoid the mistake. But to improve, you have to get the mistake. The mistake is a way to improve. You have to leave the mistake. You have to sleep with the mistake. You have to eat with the mistake. You have to rest with the mistake until the mistake is nothing for you. And then you leave this mistake, and then you are trying to play free. So you create the game. If you are afraid of the mistake, never the game is going to happen, because you are afraid of this, because your attention is on this, not on this. But when you are in this position, then you leave the attention on the mistake, and the only thing that you got is the attention of the play. So those 3 are very important. those three are working, the pain and the resistance. And the last one is scenarios where the player doesn't control everything. I'm going to put example. In my last lessons, I tried in my box of balls, I try that if they play with yellow ball, I put some balls that are green, some balls that are orange, and I mix it. And when we are doing practicing like this, and then one ball, green ball goes there, and you know what happened? They stop the game. They need to put the ball away to start it. This is a way to practice this, because if they have to hit one ball orange, one ball red, no, not red, one ball green, and then another yellow, we are teaching that they have to go with all the condition, not expecting something clear to play. You play whatever. You play with a racket, without racket, with a piece of wood, whatever. We have to teach that they have to continue into the game, even if they don't have the right position. For example, it's raining, but they have to play with raining, because this is a scenario where the player doesn't control everything. They have to leave everything away, to not expecting too much control, because when you need the control, you are playing by the sun, you leave the play. So those are 4 points that you can practice in a court. Why? Because you need to work in the pain and the resistance. Why? To make a warrior. Why? Because if you train like a warrior, then you play like an artist. So those things are difficult to train. Why? Because first, the student wants to avoid this and this. That's why they teach us. The society teaches us. Not resisting, not pain. The father say, my son doesn't have to feel pain, and also not resistance. Well, they want resistance but without pain. This is something crazy, but they want like this. So those aspects, those values, as you have to train, here I give you 4 points, a reference to start practice the pain and the resistance, because really this is that you make a stronger person, plus the ability they have to play. So you have to play like a warrior, to play as an artist. It means if you want to be an artist, you have to hold the pain and you have to make the resistance. So I hope you like this video, and we'll see you soon. Bye.